Committee report Take Note debate number 2, report of the Committee on Investment, Industry and Regional Development, entitled Technology in the Agriculture and Mining Sectors.
The question is that the House take note of the report. I call the member for Bega. Monero.
That's it. Thank you, Speaker. It's with great pleasure I rise today as Chair of the Committee on Investment, Industry and Regional Development to speak on the Committee's 4th report of the 57th Parliament on technology and the agricultural and mining sectors, which I tabled on the 8th of November. Soon after I was sworn into this Parliament on March 22nd following my by-election, while sitting just up there, quietly paying attention and taking in proceedings, I was surprised, to say the least, to hear the opposition level a question at the newly appointed chair of the Investment, Industry and Regional Development Committee. If you watch the video that's now forever part of the parliamentary record, it's all rather amusing. As a barely minted member and a humble backbencher, it's clear from the reaction of all on this side of this place, no one was expecting this rather unusual shot across the bow. Labor essentially demanding to know why I'd been appointed as chair and when I intended to get on with the business of the committee. While they perhaps thought it would go differently, I thank them for highlighting my role on this fantastic committee, and now I have this equally wonderful opportunity to speak on its terrific work and the privilege it's been to have been involved. Along with the meetings as part of the committee's standard course of business, this inquiry was commenced to examine opportunities that technology and innovation present the agricultural and mining sectors and what needs to be done to support and overcome barriers to its use and adoption. There were 11 submissions from a range of stakeholders. 11 witnesses also attended the public hearing held in July. The committee also conducted 2 site visits, one to Wagga Wagga to visit the Charles Sturt University campus and a local manufacturer, and the second to Newcrest Cadia Valley operations in Orange. All of these efforts resulted in this report detailing 8 findings and 11 recommendations. Participants broadly agreed that technology will be critical to paving a bright future for the agricultural and mining sectors. The committee found that technology adoption has the potential to enhance ongoing and future productivity, to improve work and health and safety outcomes, and to assist industries adapt to and manage complex long-term challenges, including environmental change and biosecurity. The committee's report also found that technology adoption will have transformative impacts on the local workforce and the communities in which these sectors operate. It has the potential to attract a diverse range of skills, qualifications and experience, which could then drive economic and cultural development in regional New South Wales. Participants highlighted a number of key challenges and barriers limiting the ability of primary producers, industries and regional communities from fully realising the potential benefits of emerging technologies. The committee's report identified and made recommendations to address issues around a lack of confidence in private commercial technology providers and a lack of clarity about tangible cost benefits as barriers to technology adoption by primary producers. Another key concern raised was the need to ensure workforce skills can meet the requirements of a technological future in the agricultural and mining sectors. To this effect, the committee has recommended that the New South Wales Government investigate programs promoting careers in agriculture and mining to students, and that the government continues to invest in the uptake of broader STEM subjects. We also heard that as technology evolves, there may be fewer opportunities than traditionally available for unskilled workers. Concerns were raised that existing education and training programs in New South Wales may not meet future skill requirements. To address this, the committee recommended that the government consult with industry stakeholders to identify and address gaps in education and training programs, and that it look to short courses that will meet expected future skill needs. Inquiry participants also told the committee that existing approaches to regulating technologies may limit their adoption and drive up costs. We have therefore supported calls for the New South Wales Government to investigate opportunities for regulatory sandboxes, assisting innovative concepts to be trialled. The committee has also recommended that primary producers in the mining industry are supported to deal with the financial challenges involved with adopting and using new technologies, and that the government continually review existing regulations in light of emerging technologies. Another consistently raised point was around regional connectivity as a key priority. The committee found that inadequate or unreliable regional connectivity was one of the biggest barriers to technology adoption. To address this, we have recommended that the New South Wales Government continue to proactively engage with the federal government on the issue, as well as looking at the potential to expand New South Wales Government programs for delivering regional connectivity. I wish to offer my sincere thanks to my fellow committee members for their collaborative and collegiate approach to this committee and this inquiry and their valuable contributions. The member for Coffs Harbour, our Deputy Chair Gamesh Singh, the member for Cessnock Clayton Barr, the member for Wyong David Harris, the member for Hawkesbury Robin Preston, the member for North Shore Felicity Wilson, and the member for Orange Phil Donato. I also acknowledge the work of the previous committee chair, the member for Albury, the previous deputy chair, the member for Camden, and former committee members, the member for Cootamundra and the member for Tweed. I also wish to formally acknowledge the outstanding work of the committee staff. Their professionalism, assistance and general good nature, including being awesome on pub trivia, has been invaluable. I would also particularly like to make mention of Emma and Rowan for their leadership and consummate management skills. I'm sure at times it must have felt like herding cats. On behalf of the committee, I also wholeheartedly thank all those who contributed to this inquiry through making a submission, meeting with the committee and appearing at the public hearing. Finally, our current Deputy Chair had mentioned this was one of the most enjoyable committee experiences he'd had during his time in Parliament. And while I'm sure that has nothing to do with the chairing of it, of course,
Oh, I don't know about that.
other members seem to concur. Without showing any bias, I similarly concur. And so, in my first role as Chair of a parliamentary committee, I am delighted to commend the report to the House.
Yeah, well done.